Hey, y'all. Tim hate for me to say that, but I love it. But anyway, we are the Mitchells, and we are starting our vlog. Marriage, how we do it. We finally doing it. We've been saying it for probably, I know, for at least last 12 months. I know we've been doing it.
Sure, over longer than that, because
Yes.
when they post on Facebook, we ask people if they would be interested in watching, if they will watch it. So this is our first vlog, marriage, how we do it, broke and in love.
That's the first episode?
The first episode is broke and in love.
I did not recommend that.
Why not?
Because who gonna be broke?
You got that right. We ain't know no better. We got married with nothing, and we made it work. We lived away from home, and we'll get into that, I guess, a little later in a later video, as far as how we got together. But we've been married. December will be 25 years, and we've been together for 27 years. Pretty much all of my adult life. And
yes.
So Kesha is the talker in the relationship. So I need y'all to know that she acting a little slow for some reason.
For some reason, I'm kind of in a slight bad mood. I think I'm PMSing or something. I don't know what's going on, but hey.
I thought you just did it.
I don't know, but I'm just feeling like a mood. I don't know why I'm in a mood. I'm not in a mood, so it gotta be that. I don't know.
Can you stop doing that?
Okay. I gotta get used to all this. Like, stay focused. Don't bump nothing.
Because I don't have my correct camera phone holder.
No,
or whatever.
He does not, because the phone is on a towel holder. It's on top of a toaster box. The mirror that we're looking in is on top of some towels. I just thought he was going to order all this stuff from Amazon. We're going to have camera holders. We're going to have these big old lights that everybody record on. But hey, I guess we'll get there.
The first episode, y'all see how she do on the first episode? And let me say this. How you thought that we was going to do all this stuff? I mean, this video take both of us. It take both of us to do it.
Because excuse me, who has a degree in what did you got? What's your degree in?
I drive trucks.
What's your degree in?
I drive trucks.
What is your degree in?
Music and entertainment management.
And what else?
But that's beside the point.
And what else?
That's beside the point.
Video stuff, videography,
video production.
Video production.
But hey, with this iPhone, you can do wonders, man.
Yes.
Broken in love. I mean, we started out. Kesha was in North Carolina. I was in Nashville, Tennessee when we got engaged. She came out and we eloped. We got married. We had a wedding planned, but we eloped. And she came out for the weekend, and we had a great weekend.
Okay, it was a great weekend, but to get married was a lot of stuff. We tell the story often, if you in our circle, about how, the wedding plans and stuff was not, it was going good, but I was getting very stressed out, and it was costing a lot of money. So I was like, Tim, I was planning to go visit him. I said, let's just go and get married. What's the big deal? Let's go and get married. So, okay. So I come out there to visit. We eloped. And Tim had to work. Nashville, Tennessee had the worst winter storm that weekend.
Where she flew out. I worked at the Marriott. I worked at the Marriott in the audiovisual department, and I used to do part-time work in the driving the airport shuttle. So, long story short, when she decided that she wanted to come out, she wanted to get married when she flew out. First of all, the flight that she had scheduled wasn't she needed to get here earlier. So she had to go on the standby flight in order to get here in time. This is the reason why she had to get here in time, because she was flying in on Saturday morning. The only courthouse that was open was like an hour away from Nashville.
What was in that county?
I don't even know.
Cheatham, something.
Cheatham, it might have been Cheatham
Cheatham
County or
County,
something
like
like
an
that.
hour away from. I was like,
But I don't know how I found this courthouse being open. Anyway, so so I called the ladies, and I guess it may have changed. It may still be the same, but then when you sign that book, the legal document, both parties were supposed to be there to sign the book. To get your marriage license, because it's in a register or whatever.
Bond, I don't know what it is.
So I went out there. I went out on Friday. I drove out there on Friday. Mind you, a storm is coming. Winter storm is coming. I drove out there on Friday, and I talked to the ladies. I let them know what was going on. Let them know that Keisha was flying in on Saturday, but I had to work. I couldn't get off work. I don't know why I couldn't get off work. But I couldn't come back with her Saturday, so they allowed me to sign the book. Now, mind you, it was a possibility that Keisha wouldn't come, wasn't coming. I mean, she could have said, I'm not going to marry you. And those ladies would have got in trouble, for letting me sign the book. Anyway, so they let me sign the book. I was driving the airport shuttle when Keisha flew in. But before she got on the flight, she was on standby. And I don't know what she talked to the people at the counter, but when you're on standby, they let everybody else get on the plane, and then they let you get on. They put her on the plane first.
It was a lot.
Didn't you say you left the rings?
Yeah, all that. It was just so much stuff.
She left the rings in the car, so her sister, my sister-in-law, I call her Chocolate Mama, but Trina had to do O.J. Simpson back to the car to get the rings to get back to Keisha in the airport so that she could have the rings when she came, because we had bought the rings in North Carolina. Again, I was in Nashville, Tennessee. So
it was just too much.
So when she got there, I picked her up. Now, mind you, Keisha is not the driver. She is not the one that you can say, "Hey, go that way." Now, mind you, the GPS and stuff. No
GPS.
I don't know how she did.
No GPS, no phone, no Waze, no nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing. Tim had to write it down, how to go. Mind you, a storm is coming. So by the time I get there, get on the shuttle and stuff, and Tim put me in the car. Now Tim was in. What's that car you in?
I had a Nissan 200 SX.
Okay, so it's low, sporty. Okay, so it's in Cheatham County. It starts to snow. It's snowing hard. So now I have to drive an hour away to sign these court documents, to get married. It is snowing. It's around.
To get the license.
To get the license. I had to I got signed, got the license. It's an hour away. I'm driving 20 miles per hour because it's snowing. And mind you, we in Tennessee, so it's mountainy, hilly.
And they close either 12 or 1 o'clock.
Getting around.
They would get ready to close.
I was like, oh my God.
They would get ready to close. So I gave the ladies a picture. I mean, I showed them a picture of her before she went out there. And so I kept calling. I was like, is she there yet? Is she there yet? Is she there yet?
Because he knew it was dangerous and it was snowing and I could have been in a ditch. It was awful. I was driving just out there.
Man.
Ooh. Oh, it was awful. So, got the license.
So she walked in and it was like two white ladies. And she walked in, they said, Keisha! And she was like, how y'all know me? But and then, they explained it to her and stuff. So she got the license. So then we were trying to, we needed a place to get married. So there was a wedding chapel on Briley Parkway.
Oh, it's the cutest little wedding chapel ever.
Right around the corner from Opryland, because I also worked at the Opryland Hotel. I've always had 12 jobs. But, so I called them and I said, hey, I'm looking to get married on tomorrow. So, and this is crazy, man. I said I was looking to get married tomorrow. So they were like, okay, let me see. The lady said, I don't have any appointments, for tomorrow. And so
Stop.
I was like, I'm doing that because you keep shaking the table.
I know.
So when I touch you, if you stop moving, then I won't have to press down.
I'm gonna get used to this. So let me get used to it. Just quit touching me. I was shaking. He keep touching my leg like stop, because he want a perfect video.
No, I don't want. Y'all seen them videos when people be when they be at games and stuff, or they be dancing and they just be moving the camera. When you really need to be looking at the camera when you video. And anyway, that's just one of my pet peeves. But so the lady, I told the lady, she said I don't have any openings. So I was like, I was praying, I was a praying young man back then, and
sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost.
So when she got off the phone, I said, "Okay, Lord," I said, "If this your will," I said,
about me and him get married.
You know what? It must have been.
I'm like, really?
I was like,
they ain't got nothing to do. People say got no appointments.
If this your will, I said, you know, something to work out. That lady got right back on the phone and said, Mr. Mitchell, something just opened up. I was like, really? And so I think we got married about 4 o'clock that evening when I got 4 or 6.
With some timid friends from work.
With two like the front desk. With like the front desk manager and one of the bellmen.
What's his name?
Frederick.
You kept on
And so we got married. And
let me tell you something. The chapel was beautiful. It was Christmas time. I couldn't even pay for decorations if I wanted to. It was like poinsettias everywhere, lights. You know, I love Christmas trees. You know how pretty it was? It was just so pretty. And mind you, I had a cute little wedding outfit I was gonna wear. Tim had a suit and stuff, right? But the weather was so bad. I don't know why. Who changed? I don't know. Was it you or me?
It was you.
I said, let's get married in jeans.
So jean outfit. Now mind you, this was 25 years ago. So you know we had the jean shirts, jeans. Both of us had like Tim's on. Timberlands on, and
that's a cute little. Boots on.
You had them Timberlands on.
No, I didn't. I had some cute. No, I don't think so. Well, I don't know.
We're gonna go back and look at the picture because I don't think you know what you had
on.
I had like one of those leather braided belts. You know that was when it was folded down to the side. Yeah, then so we got married
in jean outfits.
Yeah, so we got married in jean outfits, and then we later went home to North Carolina. Well, she went back for a couple months, but we went back home and we had a reception in Goldsboro, North Carolina, where we're from.
He's touching me.
And and so after that, when I got married, Keisha had a 3-year-old, our oldest son, Quad, and we spent a lot of time at the park, man. We spent a lot of time at the park.
No, you skipping everything. So I had to move to Nashville, Tennessee with no family. Never left Goldsboro in my life. And we moved, 9 or 10 hours away? How far was it?
Yeah, I think it was about 12, I think. So it was far.
Far. Just far.
Yeah.
And this little duplex apartment, the apartment was this big.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Quad.
Edwards Avenue. I want to say 4023. Was it 4023?
I do not know, but we had
Edwards Avenue. We had a 2-bedroom duplex. It was $385.
Honey, it was hard getting that money, honey.
And we made it work. What happened? Like I said, we spent a lot of time in the park because
we ain't had nothing.
Like Nashville, they had like the Parthenon and those a lot of different parks and like with the ducks and stuff like that. So we were in love, man. We were in love, and we spent a lot of time in the park. We
watched a lot of TV.
We played a lot of video games with Quad, and then soon thereafter, our middle son TK came along, and we just we had a good time.
We thought we was doing it. We just thought we was doing it. I mean, what we was doing was we was married, going to church. I was cooking dinner. Tim was working. I could work at first, because get the kids together, trying to get, what's the word, acclimated to the city.
Yeah.
Just
Acclimated.
yeah, trying to get get straight, met some friends and stuff. So it was a situation. It was very hard for me.
Cell
Very,
phones weren't a thing back then. It was the telephone, long distance.
I was having
Oh
a,
my
I
God!
was having a hard time.
I'm gonna let you tell them about the telephone.
What you want to tell? I had a phone and everybody's name, and still end up in having now. I still had to go to the
Oh my
to the
God, man!
payphone and put quarters in the
Man,
phone.
we had like phone bills like $500 or $600. Man, I was like, oh my God.
Cause Tim worked at night. I was home by myself all the time. Tim worked
Yeah.
2 jobs all the time. My whole marriage.
I worked all the time.
And when he
all
was
the
out
time.
work, he was asleep. So yeah, it was difficult. It was very difficult. I wanted to come back home. I couldn't do it. I couldn't take it. I was calling my mama, calling his mama, calling my sisters. I was like,
What you call my mom about?
I'm ready to come home. I was like, I can't do this no more. I'm ready to come home.
What she say?
And she was like, okay, Keisha. Because, oh my gosh, just the sweetest lady ever in the world. Just, his mama. And just so sweet and just so smart, So I was talking to her, and I think she just called me to check on us and stuff. And I was like, I can't do this. I'm ready to go home. Timmy never home. Just me and Quiet by ourselves. We in this little apartment. I don't like it. I hate it. I miss my family. She said, okay then. Okay, so you come home. I said, well, then ask me this question. I said, when you come home, what you going to tell the people? What you going to tell everybody why you came home? Because, you married. You have a husband. You have a family. So what you going to tell everybody why you come home? I'm like, I was like, I didn't like it. And she said, okay, you didn't like it. So there's nothing else. That's the only reason why you go. I'm like, oh Lord, there she go. Use this reverse psychiatrist on somebody. I'm like, Lord, goodbye, Mom. Bye, bye, bye. That just blew all my stuff in the world because she was just like, well, I can't remember what she said. But it just made so much sense. Like, so you can come home and tell the people that Tim is taking care of you. You living in a house. You have a car. You're eating. Quiet getting taken care of. Everybody getting taken care of. And, you love Tim. Tim love you. And you going to come back home to Goldsboro, North Carolina. You going to tell people why you came home? I'm like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay.
We really didn't have it together when we got married. We had love, and we knew we wanted to be together.
We had love in God.
But we didn't have no money. I mean, I was working and working a lot, but we just trying to figure it out. That's another reason why this vlog is called Marriage How We Do It, because we have a lot of things that we plan on covering in this, and this video is just the first one. I mean, we plan to do a lot more, and be
more subject based.
Yeah, be more subject based and have some specifics, But we do want you guys to feel free to comment
and kind of get to know us too, because our background is, of course, I'm 4 years older than Timmy. I grew up in a single parent home. Tim grew up in a 2-parent home. I was not raised in the church. He was raised in the church, like church boy, churchy, like everybody in his family are pastors, and I was not. So, I eventually got saved. Of course, I would have been married if I would not became a Christian with this guy right here. And another part of our story too, people cannot believe, we did not have premarital sex. Everybody cannot believe that, but we did not.
Right.
Cause let me tell you something, this boy here, honey, he thought you would go to hell. I mean, straight to hell. I'm like, well, what about repenting?
I don't necessarily think it was that. Like when I was in college, I told my roommates that my roommate. I said, man,
Because he was having
I was
premarital sex, just
like,
not with me.
I was like, I said, man, I'm tired of messing around. That's why you gotta be careful what you say. I said, man, I'm tired of messing around. So I said, my next girlfriend gonna be my wife. She was all the way 7 hours away in North Carolina. This young pretty lady right here. So I had no idea, but we started out. It was rough, man. Everybody, and they. I was about to say everybody, they mama. Our mamas, daddy,
Sisters,
everybody.
it would give us money.
Go home. You know, they putting money in our hand and stuff. I mean,
Instead of having babies.
you know, yeah, but I guess we just want to let you guys know that your end is not like your beginning. Your end is not going to be like your beginning. If you put the time in and you love your spouse, then I think that you guys will get there. I know that you guys will get there. My brother-in-law told me one time when me and Keisha, before we first got married, he said, "Listen, let me tell you something." He said, your marriage is what you and Keisha make out of it. He said, if y'all decide that y'all want to fight all the time, then it's gonna make for a terrible marriage. But if you decide that you're gonna talk stuff out or you're gonna work stuff out, he said that's gonna benefit you. He also said you ain't gotta tell everybody your business. Because let me ask y'all this: how many of y'all, especially the younger crowd, how many of y'all that have like older brothers and sisters or siblings or whatever feel like every time you make a move that you got to tell them what's going on, or it's almost like you got to get approval, for what you're doing. My brother-in-law told me, he said, "Hey man," he said, "ain't nobody gonna pay your bills, so you ain't got to tell people what's going on in your house." He said, "But you and Keisha don't go to bed mad." And he said, "Work." He said, "Just work it out." And he said, "It'll work out." And that was probably the best. That's probably the best advice that anybody gave me on being married. And it took a long time for me to really realize, that what goes on with me and Keisha, stays with me and Keisha.
Yes, because just piggybacking off what you said about people being in your marriage, which we're gonna get into all that. But you gotta understand too, that was great advice, and we did try to stick to it. But when you have never done something before,
yeah,
my thing was, I have never been married. I have never seen a successful marriage, so I emulated what I saw, if it was from TV or somebody else, or what I thought marriage was. I thought marriage was you clean up, you take care of your child, you take care of your husband, you cook dinner. You know what I'm saying? So, and you go to church, you go to some activities, whatever you do. So, but if you don't know, like people like now, all this premarital counseling and all this stuff, all that stuff, I suggest all that. We never had none of that. Yeah. I suggest all that because it's by the grace of God. I think we loved each other so much. We wanted to be with each other even 25 years ago to even now. That's what kept us. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we did not love each other for real, I don't think we could have made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. We had to, love each other because the stuff that we went through, and I'm not even saying, like, nothing horrific. Nobody had no drugs. Nobody beat nobody. I'm telling you,
Let me add something. Part of the reason why she was getting ready to leave me is because I grew up in a 2-parent home, but my dad worked all the time. And I'm the youngest of 9. I got 6 sisters and 2 brothers. So he didn't do a lot of talking by the time I came through. So I didn't know that when you have a relationship, when you marry, which him and my mom, they used to talk, but I didn't know. I never really paid attention to. I gotta talk to my wife.
Because you was the young one and you was in the streets. Yeah, they was back in the room looking at TV.
Right, he was in the recliner. They were chilling or whatever by the time I came through. But I didn't know that I was supposed to do a lot of talk to my wife when I even though I'm working a lot, I need to have conversation with her because all her conversation was 3 and 4 year old conversation. So she never really. I didn't know. So I had there was an eye opener there. And what I tell my boys, we got 3 boys, 30, 23, and 18. And what we tell them all the time, what I tell them all the time, I say, listen. I may not do exactly what you want want to, what you expect from your dad. I said, but I'm doing the best I can. What I'm trying to do is I talk to them a lot. Whereas my dad was a great dad, but he didn't do a lot of talking to me. So what I tell them is, whatever I'm missing, take the good that I gave to you guys and add to it. Add that missing part. So by the time we get down the line, we should have some great kids because everybody have added something with their kids. So, it's relationships are work.
It's work. It's hard. People always talk about communication. Everybody talk about finances and all that stuff. But our main thing is, first of all, you got to like each other. We already started out with a family. We already started out with a hard worker. We always started out with a wife that didn't know how to be a wife. But we liked each other. We was in church. We trust each other. And until we got it, we had to figure it out as we went. So that's what happened with us. Thank God it worked out. Thank God, we had some great examples. Thank God that we were just regular good old people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And you got to break the cycles. Keisha, mom had gotten divorced when she was little. Her sister had gotten a divorce. So when we got married, I told her, I said, we gotta break the cycle. I said, we're not getting a divorce.
he have always said that, divorce was not an option.
Yeah, so you got to recognize those things that those cycles that need to be broken, and you have to make a conscious effort to break them. So I mean, we're about to end this video, but marriage, how we do it, is how we do it. We didn't get the book. We don't, nobody,
There's
really
no book
told
on
us.
marriage and no
Yeah,
book on raising kids.
yeah.
It's I mean, it's a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot of responsibility, but I mean, but you could do it, and you just gotta understand whether you have money or not. If both of you make it work, if both of you are willing to give a little um and give a little and give a lot of effort, you can make it through the hard times.
And
Where
you got to be ready to be married. A lot of people ain't ready to be married.
if you don't want to be
And
married,
that's
please don't
okay.
get married.
And that's okay.
Please don't get married if you don't want to get married.
If you ain't ready, just don't get married. There's nothing wrong with that.
But we
Okay.
spend a lot of time in the park. I keep saying it because we didn't have a lot. I mean, most of everything we
But
had,
parts was
somebody
complimented.
gave us. From furniture to appliances, all that stuff. Somebody gave us all that stuff, and we were very fortunate to have the families that we did. And if we had to do it over again, would I change some stuff? Yeah, we'll get into that later. What about you? Would you change some stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I definitely recommend premarital counseling. Yep, because you don't know what you believe in. You don't know what kind of money habits they got. You don't know what kind of habits they got. You don't know. You don't know You don't know. You don't know the expectations because you're dating. And so now you come together, especially if you're living a Christian life. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was not, we was dating, having fun, but we didn't do spend the night with each other, or somebody had an apartment and we getting hotel rooms. So we don't know, you squeeze the toothpaste in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing some little stuff out there. So
y'all see these little hands.
I think that you just...
She would squeeze the toothpaste to death in the middle. She would choke that toothpaste to death.
Shut up.
In the middle.
I'm just saying.
I'm like, can you squeeze it from the bottom?
That's my main thing when it comes to marriage. That we're gonna talk about a lot is the expectations of each person, and it's unbelievable. That's the part about communication that people don't tell you about. You gotta communicate. But everybody think this communication piece is so big and so wide, and it ain't. The communication can be like, I want you to take the trash out every day. The communication be like, hey, I want you to cook Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sundays. You know, like, you just have to tell your spouse, they don't know. I don't know that you know, want me to prepare your bed.
Yeah, right. But we don't want to chase rabbits, honey. We want to, we want to keep it, keep it on broken in love, because we was broken in love,
Well, say goodbye.
and we made it happen.
This video too long anyway.
Y'all, thank you for tuning in.
We don't want to chase rabbits, but he's rambling on too.
No, I think you did a little more rambling than I did. Our videos will drop on Monday evenings. Not this late, but they will drop on Monday evenings. So please stay tuned. It's gonna be every week.
Oh my God!
They're gonna be on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you would like the video, share the video on YouTube. Subscribe. click the subscribe button. Click the like button. We're not doing this for monetary gain. We're doing this to share our story.
Share our story. Maybe to help somebody.
Because we like each other, and we want you guys to
like each other.
We want you guys to like each other too. All right. Till next time. Peace.
I don't like this video. We should redo it.